Ko nama to kaže? Vidjeli? Boža, kad si vodio Srpsku federaciju nisi bio ovako nasmešan. Moram sad si vidim i neke druge priče.
To je eksekutivno. Podnošnjaki i
And gentlemen, welcome here to Ljubljana on the eve of the final of the Women's EHF Euro 2022, and welcome to this closing press conference. Special welcome to our guests here today from our member federations, the media representatives who have been covering this championship, as well as to those watching us live online. We have today three different parts of this closing press conference. We will start with the official part, the closing press conference as such, followed by a short presentation on the Women's EHF Euro 2024, followed by the draw for the Women's World Championship Play-off, Women's World Championship 2023 Play-off. Special welcome here to our guests representing the European Handball Federation in the center, President Michael Widerer. To his right, to his right, First Vice President Peđa Bosković, and again to his right, Secretary General Martin Hausleitner. And then going further to the left, representing the three organizers of Women's EHF Euro 2022, starting with Franjo Bobinac, President of the Slovenian Handball Federation. Živko Mukaetov, President of the Macedonian Handball Federation. And Peter Capizoda, President of the Montenegrin Handball Federation. Before we start, a very, very quick look back at some of the highlights we've seen already from this Women's EHF Euro 2022.
All of my chicas come and say yo soy la, yo soy la, yo soy la, yo soy la luz de mi vida, ay mashallah. Yo soy la, yo soy la, ay qué rico yo playing with your heart. Yo soy la, yo soy la, yo soy la luz de mi vida, ay mashallah. Yo soy la. All of my más chicas que me sé, yo soy la, yo soy la, yo soy la, yo soy la luz de mi vida, ay mashallah. Yo soy la, yo soy la. Ay qué rico yo playing with your heart. Yo soy la, yo soy la. Yo soy la luz de mi vida, ay mashallah.
So with this, let's start this conference, and I would like to give the floor to Michael Widerer for his opening statement.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, as this is the 30th adult Euro, 15 for men and 15 for women, quite logically it's also the 30th final press conference. But as I can remember, things have really changed since 1994 and the first Euros. At the time, information for the media was provided in form of papers, and the press conferences were really necessary to give an overview to the people. Nowadays, we have an extensive media work. Lots of information is coming to you through the channels, or at least can be picked up by you via the EHF channels. So the press conference on the one hand is a formal part. Secondly, it is also the chance to sit together with the organizing committee chiefs for the first time in an official function at the Euro or at the end of the Euro. Before that, everybody was working in his country for the sake of this championship. And thirdly, probably the most interesting part for many of you, there is the draw for the upcoming World Championship qualifications. So from my side, it's really a pleasure to sit here with the three chairmen, the three presidents of the national federations, who took over the responsibility for the first ever played Euro with three women's Euro with the teams. We all know that it will be the last one with 16 teams, and we are really looking forward then to the first one with 24 teams. I think that this Euro has really proved that we can have a Euro with 24 teams, because we have seen really good performances also from the new countries coming in. So in this respect, not only the high-level performance of the countries having reached the semifinals or even the finals. And I think it's not new countries for us having won medals before, having succeeded in several championships. It's also the smaller countries which made their way to the Euro and showed good matches. In any case, I would also like to thank the organizing committees and the three presidents, and in particular all those who worked for and with them for the Euro. It was really a pleasure to work with the federations on that occasion. We have seen not only good performances of the teams, but as well really excellent performances of individual players, young players, which is good for us in the forecast to the 2024 Euros, but it also proves that our initiative for putting the players into the focus, the start of the Players of the Year project, which is currently running on the level of the club competitions. It shows that we have something to provide to the outside world, something which is valuable. It's the quality of the matches, it's the quality of the players. And I think we are all aware of that the all-star team of this Euro will be the first part of the official awarding process to the Players of the Years, which will then climax on 26th of June in the official gala in Vienna. With that, I would like to give the floor back to the moderator, respectively to my colleagues on the right side, who are responsible for more detailed information on the Euro. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Before we go to the right side, we'll continue on the left side. I'd like to give the perspective here to the three organizers, and would like to open the floor for Franjo Bovinac, President of the Slovenian Handball Federation.
Thank you very much, dear ladies and gentlemen. At the very beginning, I would like to thank not only to the President of the EHF and the total leadership of the EHF, but to the entire European handball family who entrusted us for organizing this beautiful event. In particular, I'm grateful and thank you for a great collaboration to Živko and Petar and to the respective federations. It was not easy at the beginning, it was quite challenging sometimes, but with strong support and strong collaboration, both from EHF and also from North Macedonia and Montenegro side, I think we are about to finalize this fantastic event. When we were thinking how to be, like in life, always we want to be different, unique, in business, art, and in sports and organization in particular, we wanted to bring this uniqueness and kind of advantage through sports event, of course, but also through sustainability and women empowerment. So these were the three main elements in our beautiful mosaic that we wanted to develop together with all our team. And we started a couple of days ago with a great sports and business conference that attracted a lot of not only visitors, but also great speakers and top guests from both business, politics, and media. Later on, we continue with different activities, not only in the sports field, but also, for example, we created from discarded jerseys and balls, bracelets. Even before the tournament, we organized a beautiful event when from the both venues in Slovenia, from Celje and to Ljubljana, around 80 kilometers, it was around 1,000 ladies and girls with different passes and touches of balls. They created a kind of line and chain of love and sport. It was a unique event as well. And then artwork in the elementary school with finished led to an extraordinary exhibition at the end. So these were all the elements of that other part. However, it is a big sports event, by far the biggest in Slovenia with regard to women's sport ever organized. And that's why we are extremely proud that we are about to finish it, I believe, with a success. And I would like to thank you all, dear guests, but especially to all the 16 teams and their staff, to the EHF officials, to the sponsors, to the media. You were an extraordinary bridge between the athletes and the fans. To the volunteers, I would like to thank also especially to our creative and diligent organizing team that made it happen. And at the end, like Senida, our artist who created this beautiful anthem, Play with Heart, like this anthem is saying, play with heart, and our girls were playing on the court with heart. I would just like to say from my heart that I truly believe that we are going to take good memories by going to your countries later on, and that you will remember Slovenia as a co-host country together with North Macedonia and Montenegro as a great organizer and a great country of nice people, of love, hospitality, good food, and everything that you like. May those memories stay with you for decades now, and thank you very much for being here, and I wish you all the best during the last 2 days of this beautiful tournament. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now let's pass the word on to Živko Moketov, President of the Macedonian Handball Federation.
Thank you very much. Dear President Viderer, executives of EHF members, media representatives, dear handball friends. It's really an honor to be here. I would like to thank first the EHF for entrusting the Macedonian Federation together with the Slovenian and Montenegrin Federation and giving us this chance to organize this project, Women's EHF Euro 2022. Ever since the submission and the start of the, let's say, application, more than 5 years ago, whatever we did in sense of logistics, infrastructure, strategies, it was all dedicated how we should organize a better event. After 5 European and 3 World Championships we organized, we are more than glad that we received a chance to organize this, which was on the highest ever possible level for our country. Women handball has long tradition in Macedonia from 1930s. And we are really honored that after 10 years, our national team finally was on the big event, part of the European Championship. And really, I think that in all 3 countries, we tried to make our host to be the place to be in the last 2 weeks. And we are more than happy. We are more than proud how we tried to organize this. For that, I would like to thank everyone who was part of this organization, from the volunteers, which we had in all 3 countries, to the media, which give us support from the beginning, from the, let's say, trying to apply even until the end, and to all the others who supported us to organize this event. On the end, I would like to really thank EHF for giving us support during all the preparations of the event, and I think that all 3 countries, all 3 federations shown that we could be part of even bigger events in the future. So thank you very much to all of you. Thank you, big thanks to all the handball friends, to all the participants from different levels, and on the end, I hope that you will all take good memories from Macedonia, Slovenia, and Montenegro. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to Montenegro, and I would like to open the floor for Peter Kapisoda, President of the Montenegro Handball Federation.
Thank you. From my side, only a few words. I think most of the things has already been said. For us, for Handball Federation of Montenegro, it was the biggest organizational challenge ever in our country. And the biggest, for sure, that we ever faced. I'm glad that at the end, we sent the most beautiful picture throughout Europe, from Podgorica. We have shown that we are, in terms of organization, very skilled, and maybe skilled for the largest ranges. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate to my colleagues from Slovenia and North Macedonia, Franjo and Živko. I think this joint project, I can say, has succeeded at the end. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank the European Handball Federation for this opportunity that has been given to us. I can be confident and say that we will always be a reliable partner of EHF. For a small country like ours and a small federation, we are a federation with only few employees. This was a massive job. But at the end, somehow the general impression is that we really succeed. The fact at the end that we concluded the championship in Podgorica with a sold-out hall in the last round of the group stage is a pleasure for all of us, and I think we all must be proud. So thank you all once again, I živjeli.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now moving back to this side here of the table, I would like to open the floor for Peđa Bošković, first Vice President of the European Handball Federation.
Thank you, Thomas, and regards from my side to all of you present here, but also those who are watching this press conference through the streaming portals. I am pretty sure that EHF Euro has underlined once again the importance of the national team competitions in handball, with the eyes of the whole sport world on Slovenia, North Macedonia and Montenegro. For many years, I have been the president of Handball Federation of Montenegro, and I know the importance of the women's game has in this region of Balkan. Slovenia, North Macedonia, and Montenegro are really proud of its women's handball, since all of those three countries are having winners of Champions League in a women's handball. So this was also a really good opportunity to promote further the women's handball as such. And nevertheless, the gratitude of the European Handball Federation goes to the national federation of those three countries, as well as to organizing committees and to the many staff and volunteers who have worked extremely hard and long hours over last weeks and months to make the championship a success. It's clearly understood that the championship like the EHF Euro 2022 would not be possible without them. But EHF Euro 2022, it's not just that what we have seen on the court, it's much more than that. The event was also a meeting place for handball experts, for our partners, and for the whole European handball family. One meeting I would like to highlight specifically is the EHF Women's Handball Conference. This conference takes place on the final weekend, bringing together experts, not only from our federations, but also from sponsors, partners, as well as from the external partners. And I really would like to give big thanks to those who stepped forward and organized this conference. Important step and priceless information exchange as it is, the EHF proclaimed aim to further level up women's handball over the next years. Women empowerment is one of those pillars. The EHF is very much looking forward to the contribution made and the positive outcomes and effects for women's handball. Thank you.
Thank you, Petra. Now I would like to give the floor to the EHF Secretary General, Martin Hausleitner, for his statement.
Thank you, Thomas. Welcome all. Allow me to give you some insights about technical figures, starting with TV figures. This event was again broadcasted to more than 80 countries in Europe and in the world, and even more countries were reached through our own platform, EHF TV. We received many positive remarks and inputs regarding the broadcasting quality, and thanks to our partner Infront, who delivered completely new pictures, emotional pictures, we got unbelievable good response on the quality of our TV pictures. Let me highlight some figures. During the Games of Denmark, more than 50% of all households in Denmark were watching the games of the girls. More to come on the final weekend, on the final when there is the clash against Norway, and we await same figures in Norway again. France contributed this time with the broadcast on TF1, having more than 4 million spectators in yesterday's game for women's handball. And last but not least, we consider that the success here in Slovenia and in the other home countries and organizing countries, Montenegro and Macedonia, will also contribute to the further development of women's handball in the organizing and host countries. Also, our social media channels provided millions of impressions. Our content was shared by many stakeholders, by federation, clubs, influencers, players, other handball interested people. We used our platforms not only for the old guys, Facebook, but also Instagram, TikTok. We had a Twitch show, daily Twitch show with experts explaining the game for the outside world. Everything was received very positively. Thanks to our partners, we could emotionalize the event. Just let me mention the Player of the Match award provided by our partner Grundfos, creating emotional moments. selecting these players had been an honor and really contributed also to the success of the event. Lidl took the chance, and after being for a long time a partner in men's handball, also accepted and appreciated the engagement at the Women's Euro. The EHF is always seeking for innovations and try to present our product even on a higher level. And marketing-wise, this time we had the first time the chance to use a special tool for virtual advertising for a partner, Coolbet, which was then presented on a virtual basis only in the markets in Norway. And having tried this will offer us more and more opportunity to enrich our marketing environment. We are quite proud that we have set up a technical environment together with partner Kinexon, Swiss Timing, Select with the eyeball, delivering millions of data points and contributing with that not only for TV graphics but also for the entertainment in the venue, delivering shot speed, numbers of goals, height of jump, and in some moments it is good to see that a shot with 112 kilometers can decide a game in the very last second, nearly from the middle line. And we feel very entertained, and we have the feeling that we have reached here a new level of service for all our fans. At the end, let me thank for the nice cooperation with the organizers. Let me contribute the thank to my team, to the EHF staff, who has done an amazing job, not only during the last 3 weeks, but in the preparation phase for this tournament, with a lot of positive approach to this project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. Thanks to all of you here on the podium. I would just like to take the opportunity here to also thank the media representatives who've been covering this event and who will cover this event on the final day as we're approaching it tomorrow, and also for my team who has hopefully conveyed the best possible and arguably great, I think I can say this here, picture of women's handball to the outside world. I would like to open the podium now up for questions for the media representatives present. If there are questions, then please raise your hand and we would hand over the microphone to you. They're at the very back.
Hello, good morning. Michał Pomorski from Poland. I would like to ask Mr. President, how do you judge the last seconds of the last game in Podgorica, Spain, Germany? You must have seen that. In Polish media opinion and our coaches, it was against the principles of handball. We all work for promoting handball, fair play, and what happened with Jennifer Gutierrez throwing the ball away and then Spanish players celebrating the opponent's goal. How do you judge that moment?
So first of all, I have not been in Podgorica for this match, but for sure I've seen in television part of it or afterwards. It's definitely the case that each competition system has weaknesses, and this in almost every sport. So such situations we have seen before, and I must say as an Austrian, I remember Austria-Germany in football decades ago when the last 15 minutes or halftime didn't even want to go too close to the goal. Similar situation to that. It's in other sports as well the case, and yes, I agree to you, it's at the end of the day it's unsportsmanlike, but it's also somehow human that you are not going to reduce your chances in such a respect. So unless we will find a system which doesn't allow that, I think that our hands are bound what concerns the competition itself. The Polish Federation, after this and a couple of days later, sent an official letter which we received and which we will have to treat, and an answer will be given. We have to consider if there are legal measures in such case possible at all, or what consequences we have to take for our competition system in the future. More cannot be said. My personal opinion is one thing. The follow-up possibilities the EHF has, this is another one.
Thank you. Are there, excuse me, are there additional questions? Then I'm closing this press conference. I'd like to thank again the participants here, and we move on in just a couple of time to the Women's EHF Euro 2024 presentation. Women's EHF Euro 2024 is still 2 years away. We obviously still have a final here to play in Ljubljana for the Women's EHF Euro 2022, but now we make a very, very swift move to 2024, and I give the floor and open the stage to Edith Solay for a presentation on the upcoming EHF Euro.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are the organizers of the Women's EHF Euro 2024 in Hungary, Switzerland, and Austria. On behalf of the organizing committee, we wish to express our appreciation, and we congratulate our Slovenian, North Macedonian, and Montenegrin colleagues. Could I please have one more applause for them? And now, if it's okay with you, we'd like to take the ball to our court, and I would like to share the plans that we have for the upcoming Women's EHF Euro. Women's EHF Euro, a great event to celebrate the fantastic sport handball. It would not be a bold thing to say that the Women's EHF Euro 2024 will go down in history, because this will be the first time when 24 participating nations will compete against each other. The three countries will prove their high standards and organizational skills we would like already done numerous times in the past, and most of you have been there. We have organized dozens of world-class sport events in recent years. It is no coincidence that among the planned venue cities, Budapest was awarded the title European Capital of Sport in 2019. We do believe that our desire to promote women's handball and the individual strength of Austria, Switzerland, and Hungary combined together make us an ideal host for the Women's EHF Euro 2024. So these planned arenas are known having venues that have hosted numerous world-class events. MVM Dome in Budapest is a multifunctional sport hall with a capacity of 20,022 and a floor space of 49,700 square meters. And they are suitable for hosting national and international sport events, grand concert shows, and entertainment productions, and other events that attract a significant number of visitors. It was the main arena for the men's EHF Euro back in January and has already hosted this year's women's EHF Final Four. Phoenix Arena in Debrecen, it's in eastern Hungary, is the second largest multi-purpose event hall and sports arena in our country with a capacity of 6,500. In 2004 and 2014, it has been the venues of the women's EHF events as well. Szent Jakobshalle in Basel is the most functional and flexible hall/arena in Switzerland with state-of-art infrastructure and technology for international events. It has 10 smaller and bigger halls with different opportunities. The facility's capacity is 6,500. And Olympiahalle can look back on a very, very long history. It has already been standing in 1964, built for the first Olympic Winter Games hosted by Austria. 12 years later, in 1976, the hall hosted Olympic competitions yet again. Apart from concerts and major events, the hall has hosted many different major sports events, as an Ice Hockey World Championship, as well as European Championships in volleyball and handball. With a capacity of 8,000 spectators, it offers event organizers and sport event operators an overall perfect venue. And don't forget, these are our planned venues for 24. We will connect 4 cities in 3 countries, Budapest and Debrecen in Hungary. We have Innsbruck in Austria and Basel in Switzerland. All organizing cities have airports in or very near them. Moreover, Budapest, Debrecen and Basel can all be accessed via low-cost airlines too. All in all, we offer a compact solution to teams and fans alike, which does not only help them save a lot of time and money, but also is way more comfortable for all of them. During the 16 playing days of the tournament, the fans can experience 65 of the best games in handball. Preliminary round will take place in all 4 cities. Basel and Innsbruck will be hosting 2-2 groups, from where the 2 best seeded teams will elevate to the main round. So from the 4th of December 2024, the best 12 teams move to Debrecen and Budapest. And the top 3 teams from these main round groups will participate in the final weekend. That will be between the 13th and 15th of December, and it will be the final destination, Budapest. Okay, so right before this Euro, I decided to visit the venues, the planned venues of 2024, and all I can say before the video is that I apologize in advance.
Before the Women's EHF Euro 2022, I've decided to take a little vacation and visit the cities of the Women's EHF Euro 2024. First, Innsbruck. Where's the snow? Oh, there it is. And where's my skiing gear? Anyway, Innsbruck has already organized 2 Winter Olympics and has lots of places to visit, like the Swarovski Museum. Shiny stuff. I couldn't find my skiing gear, so I've decided to hop over to Hungary, the country of thermal spas with more than 1,300 water springs, and now I'm near Debrecen enjoying a day of spa. And eating a lot of traditional Hungarian food like sausage. And now in Switzerland, Basel is the cultural capital of the country where you have the chance to visit a lot of museums.
And since my watch broke, I bought a premium one, and now I can tell you that the Women's EHF Euro 2024 is going to start in 17,784 hours, or definitely something like that.
And the final destination, Budapest. Christmas market, Danube, beautiful lights, lovely buildings.
Like the MVM Dome that has already hosted the Men's EHF Euro 2022.
So if you haven't been to Budapest, this city is a must-see. And I actually live here, so I'll go home.
Yeah, so great stuff there. I'm so sorry. We used so good technology that my hands were actually see-through, so I'm really so sorry for that. So these three countries, although geographically relatively closely connected and neighbors, are quite unique in every way. We are very, very different. But one thing holds us together, a special spirit and the power of the team. We all know the phrase opposites attract. We are uniquely different, but really stronger together. We bring what you expect from tournaments, but add our own unique flavor. Sounds strange? Yeah, I know it sounds strange, but that is what makes us irresistibly interesting, and that's why you hopefully will want to join us. The passionate attitude of Hungary, the premium quality coming from Austria, and the precision and punctuality that can be expected from Switzerland make us a joint OC, a very unique one that perfectly fits demands of a historical event like the Women's EHF Euro 2024. And one more thing, to show, okay, I should have had a little more space here, but it's fine. To show how differences can all work together, I am going to, it's fine, go see. I am going to prepare a special dessert with all the well-known ingredients from the countries. So we have the milk chocolate here from Switzerland. We've got the marzipan. I don't want to touch it because, you know, COVID times and everything. So here is the marzipan from Austria. Sorry, I will try to, like, there. And we have the chili from Hungary. So, a little cooking class here. Okay, that worked out better than I thought. And now a little chili on top. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's enough. So, this is the dessert, and it looks a little bit better the way you will be receiving it, and we bought this for you. I think we have added a little bit of peach as well, but practically these are the three ingredients. I didn't taste it, but they said that it's really nice, so we will give all of you one on your way out, so please make sure to collect it. So I hope that sounds exciting, and I hope it will be delicious. It's actually Harer Chocolate Workshop and Confectionery welcomes its guests in Sopron, if you would like to say some more. The Austrian confectioner dynasty Harer goes back 4 generations and aims to initiate you into the mysteries of pralines, truffles, and flavored chocolate, and so much more. I'm really just going to finish now, don't worry. So common to all 3 countries is the red color and the defining color of all the countries. This is why we decided to mix them and have a new red, the Euro red. The logo features the unique red colors, and now, if you're ready, I would like to show you something you've been all waiting for, the official logo of the Women's EHF Euro 2024. Ta-da! Applause, no? Maybe. Yeah. So the logo is made up of 2 main elements, the ball and the net. It shows the dynamic that makes us love the sport. As you have already seen, the main color of the logo obviously is red, but we have added a little bit of green in respect of the Hungarian flag. Memorize the shapes because you will be seeing a lot of this in the following 2 years. And thank you so much for the opportunity to present the upcoming Women's EHF Euro 2024 in Hungary, Switzerland, and Austria. We hope to welcome you in 2 years, your respected, lovely nations, and your amazing fans. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Edith, with the Women's EHF Euro 2024 so vividly in all of your minds and in a couple of moments also in your mouth, thanks to the very special chocolate. Let's perform one more official step as we are now coming to the official flag handover from Women's EHF Euro 2022 to Women's EHF Euro 2024. I'd like to welcome back here in front with me the presidents of the Slovenian, the Montenegrin, and the North Macedonian Handball Federation, as well as President Michael Videra, and representing the upcoming organizers, Secretary General from the Hungarian Handball Federation, Gabi Horvat, Marketing Director of the Swiss Handball Federation, Roger Keller, and the President of the Austrian Handball Federation, Markus Platzer. So we brought the special big flag, because we've got so many organizers here. Okay, so it's a flag handover. There you go. Go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've just witnessed a world first here. We've never handed over a flag from 3 organizers to 3 organizers. So, well, now we go into a short break as we prepare for the playoff draw for the IHF Women's World Championship 2023. Takes about 5 to 7 minutes, and we'll be back. So stay tuned, especially everyone who's watching online. Thank you very much. Yeah, good, perfect. All together here, good. There are stairs. Ja. Ich hole euch dann hoch. Ja. the draw for the playoffs en route to the 2023 IHF Women's World Championship. This Women's World Championship will take place in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden in December next year. So we have these 3 teams as organizers already qualified. Plus, because there are in total 16 spots available out of 32 for European teams, we have the teams of France, of Netherlands, and Montenegro, who've reached the top 6 here at the Women's EHF Euro, also qualified. This means right now, in a couple of moments, we will draw 10 pairings, out of which, obviously, the 10 winners will eventually qualify for this Women's World Championship. We will have in pot 1 the 10 teams which come from this Women's EHF Euro. Those are the teams of Croatia, Spain, Germany, Hungary, North Macedonia, Poland, Romania, Slovenia, Serbia, and Switzerland. And in pot 2, we will have the teams who came through from earlier qualification phases: Czech Republic, Austria, Slovakia, Iceland, Turkey, Ukraine, Portugal, Greece, Italy, and Kosovo. More details to follow soon. Is very, very simple. We will have the first team's going to be drawn, has the home right in the first leg. The second team drawn has the home right in the second leg. But now, for conducting the draw, I'd like to welcome here on stage Chief Sports Officer of the European Handball Federation, Markus Glaser. The Chairman of the European Handball Federation's Competition Commission, Božidar Đuković. And the EHF Secretary General, Martin Hausleitner.
So, I liked the introduction with the cooking before, because cooking and the draw have one thing in common. You don't really know what is coming out at the end, but you try to do the best on the way. So this is what we are doing here as well. We have one issue that we have to take care of, and I think most of you are aware of that teams of Serbia and Kosovo are not playing against each other in EHF competition, so we have to keep the 2 teams apart. We're doing this by having already placed the team of Serbia in the middle pot. They came from the left one, which was the pot 1. So the very first step that we are doing now is we will draw 1 team from pot 2, which is the opponent of Serbia, and afterwards we have the team of Kosovo in a separate pot. We will add it to pot 2 and afterwards draw the remaining 9 pairings of these playoffs. As it was already mentioned in the introduction, we have 1 team from each pot going into the middle. I will shuffle, and the home and the away right will then be decided by the first ball which comes out from the middle. The matches are taking place in spring, and then we will know the European teams that are going to the 2023 World Championship in Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. Okay, so I think that was enough of the introduction. Then we shuffle pot number 2, and we take 1 ball, which is the opponent of Serbia. So, and now I kindly ask to decide about the home right in the first pairing. And this is the team of Turkey, which has the home right in the first game. And the opponent of Turkey, as announced before, is Serbia. And we would now add the team of Kosovo to pot number 2. Shuffle once again. And now continue in the standard procedure. We take 1 ball from each pot and put it in the middle. It's the team of Romania. And the opponent of Romania is Portugal. Yep. And next up is the team of Iceland. And the opponent traveling to Iceland is Hungary. The home right in the first game, in the next pairing, goes to Poland. And their opponent is the team of Kosovo. We move on to Italy. And playing versus Italy is the team of Slovenia. And we continue. The team of Germany. Germany will meet Greece. Then we have the team of Switzerland. Switzerland will play the Czech Republic. Austria. Austria will play Spain. So we have two more to go. The team of North Macedonia. will play the Ukraine. And the very last one has Slovakia. And if everything is correct, Slovakia plays Croatia. So that's the 10 pairings of the playoffs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I give you a few more moments to have a look at these screens to see the 10 pairings which have been drawn. Just a quick information from my side that the first leg of these playoffs will be played on the 7th and 8th of April next year. The return leg, the second leg, will then be played just 4 days later on either the 11th or 12th of April 2023. This concludes today's final weekend press conference. I thank you all for your attendance. I wish you a pleasant day and pleasant weekend here in Ljubljana. We look forward to seeing you back in the arena. So I just want to get one promise: don't watch football tomorrow, but come here. And with that, thank you very much. Thanks for everyone watching, and have a great day. Thank you.